Welcome back to day of the day. Today. Yeah, we're down here. We're doing this again. It's been a while. I mean, you've read the title, so you know what we're doing. I was going to measure out the rice and get that sort of started before start doing the intro, but I felt the need to draw to attention the solid mass that the rice has become because of it's been being vacuum sealed. It is like you could hurt someone with that. Like you could just real knock someone unconscious. Anyway, let's go measure this because we're only using half of this. I was gonna say I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other half, but probably make more sushi. But that's at a later date. That's assuming this goes anyway well. Right, now we've freed the rice from its prison. Let us weigh this out. I'll tell you, this doesn't look like half. Yeah. Well, actually, no, it's like that. It's not. That's like that. It's not too bad. Probably is about half. Yes, that's apparently going to make 3 roll. That's apparently 3 servings, but which isn't too surprising. It is going to, puff up with all the water, which is the next step. We got to wash the rice. So yes, I can't say I have much experience. Much experience washing rice. I mostly do boil in the bag rice, or microwave rice, because for my needs it's usually easier. Maybe not so much for making sushi rice. So yes, we're rinsing the rice. I'm probably this is the difficulty, isn't it? Getting the water out without losing any rice. But it says to basically rinse it until the water go clear and then soak it for a bit. It's not going to really happen if I can't get all of the... I think I've already lost some rice because it's sticking to my hands. I'm going to keep doing this. You don't need to see it. I'm then going to, like I said, soak it for a bit and then we'll come back when we've done that. So while we were waiting, I did a little bit of prep. I measured out the water that I'm actually going to cook the rice in for one, as well as like prepping the chicken for the other day. There's 2 days today and they both pertain to what we're doing. And I realised I haven't actually mentioned that yet. So it's National Hand Roll Day, as in hand rolling your own sushi, hence why we're making sushi. It's also National Fried Chicken Day, so we're gonna get some breadcrumbs, put some spices in those breadcrumbs, toss some chicken thighs in said breadcrumbs, and fry them in... I haven't decided if I'm using olive oil or rapeseed oil yet, but you get the point. And that's going to be one of the sushi, go in one of the sushis. And the other sushi I am doing is just vegetable, well, like 3 colour. I'm doing carrot cucumber, which are going to be in both of them. And then I'll do peppers for the vegetable one, and then obviously chicken for the chicken one. So yeah, let's go set the drain the rice and set that to cook. That's the next thing, because you don't really need to have everything else done because we have to let the rice cool anyway. So let's go do that. So we have our rice that I drained off screen, which is good because it was a real pain in the ass. So I drained it as well as I could, which as is to say, I think there is no more liquid left in there. I certainly hope there isn't. But also, the tiny amount of liquid that may be left should not make a difference. Also, I'm only making this for myself, and even if I weren't, well, other people can suck it. Deal with it, right? Like fuck you, I handmade sushi. That's an accomplishment and is enough. Put effort in, damn it. Appreciate my food. Well, I always put effort into cooking. Doesn't always go well, but I always put it into everything. Yes, we put that into a nice big pot because I don't have a rice cooker, unfortunately. We will pour over our water, which is the amount of water it says to use, so if it's not enough, well, that's their problem, their fault. We're then going to put the lid on it. When I put everything down, just half shut. I'm now going to move it to the back burner so I have space to cook the chicken. We're going to, that's the wrong one, bring that to a boil, and then turn it down to a simmer, leave it for 10 minutes, then turn the heat off and leave it for another 10 minutes. And then we should have, well, we should have rice. We have to make the thing to make it sushi rice. I don't know how this looks on camera. So I started cutting the veg, and I was filming it, but the camera did that thing where it decided it can't read the memory card anymore. And so, oh, that was nice. That was a fine one. I was just saying before the camera cut out how I'm not very good at this and I'm probably wasting a lot, but that's really nice and fine. I got that super close, like, yeah, I'm proud of that. No, I'm proud of that. But yeah, the camera did that thing where it decided, oh no, I can't read the memory card anymore. I know I was doing it 5 seconds ago, but I can't do it anymore. I am so sorry. And you know, because I can't read the memory card anymore, all of that you've just recorded is fucking gone. It's a fucking pain in the ass, really. Yes. Like I said, I was saying how I'm not the most finely skilled with a knife. Certainly not the worst either. Well, I do get the job done. Maybe not well, and maybe wasting a lot in the process, but it gets it done. For my purposes, anyway. And as much as I appreciate the artistry of the thing, in the end, it's going to be wrapped up with rice and nori and everything else, so you're not going to really notice too much. Shivit's a bit, it's a bit unneat, right? Like, who's gonna know? Me, and I'm making it for me, so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's my stack of cucumber. All this can go in the bin. I'm gonna stop recording, so just in case I don't lose the thing again. Okay, pepper. Next pepper's easier because I'm just doing battens. I want them to be kind of thin, but I also want them to be a bit thicker than the cucumber because, in essence, the battens of pepper are sort of the main part of the tricolor yasai rolls that I'm making, which is purely a name I've created, like the other one, which is, I don't know how it's actually supposed to pronounce, but I'm willing to call it carnage like I think it's like carnage chicken or something like that, but it's carnage chicken to me. It's just carnage spelt with a K, which is fine. I'm not going to need this much, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the bit with the white on it because I'm fussy as all hell. This is the most actual, like, chefy things I've actually shown in a video. I mean, last time I did a cooking video, I didn't even do a proper cooking video. I did a jokely cooking video. Yeah, so I'm actually cutting things this time instead of using my amazing samurai skills to cut up all of the veg. It's a lot harder to do when you're doing a lot of things. So I don't know how much carrot I'm going to need. So I bought 2. I guess top and tail, question mark? I don't eat a lot of carrot because I'm very particular on how I like carrot. So I'm not exactly used to preparing it normally, like the others. This carrot also seems to be a little solid, or maybe my knife isn't sharp. Probably the latter. I have had this knife for a while, and I've not really sharpened it properly. Again, it's like that where I could try and like shave it properly, but Not only do I not super care about the skin, I'm gonna have so much more carrot than I actually need. Like, I am generally concerned about how little this. I'm gonna go and try and sharpen this knife, and then try this again, and I might just come back with already chopped carrot because I think I've done enough chopping in the video. Hi, sorry if the focus is a bit weird because I'm going to be moving the camera around because I have the oil on already and I have this going already, and I have this going already because the camera did the thing again. Yes, I mixed some Cajun spice into some amount of breadcrumbs. I don't know, I eyeballed it. You would have seen that if the camera didn't do things. And now I'm just tossing our chicken thighs that I prepared earlier in that, and then it's going to go in what I ended up deciding to be rapeseed oil until it's cooked on a medium heat. That much I can tell you. Our oil seems ready, so I'm going to put the ones that are in here in there. Either oil might not have been ready or might not have used enough oil, but either way, I can't really say for sure because I'm using like not even a minute long video kind of recipe as a basis for this. So see, that's what those look like. Let me get the other pieces of chicken now being coated. But you can watch you watch the chicken cooking for me. Tell me how that goes. Sounds like it's going. Gonna give them a. Well, that is yellow. I imagine that's because I used rapeseed oil. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably should have just used vegetable oil or something. Oh well, we're here now. We have made our decisions and we will stick to them. Also probably haven't got enough breading on some of these, but again, what does it matter in the end? If you wanted professional chef, you shouldn't be here. That's a fact. I am in no way professional. I made that very clear by the title being attempts. I'm attempting to make things. It's fun. I try my best. And most of the time, when it comes to these things, I'm the only person eating them. So really, the only person it's going to harm is me. So, yeah. The first ones are probably getting close to being done, I would guess. Now, the chicken's not super thick, so it probably won't take too long to cook through. It doesn't look bad, honestly. Like, the one they had was red, but I think that's also because the actual, like, spice mix they use for a lot of coffee, like, breading mix. A lot of the breading has fallen off of this. They did just, I want to stress that the video they used did just throw it in the breadcrumbs. I don't know if it's because it's the special mix they used or what, but yeah, maybe I should have put something on the chicken to try and get it to stick. Oh. It's better in some, it's fine in some places. We have a meat thermometer, but I don't know how to use it, and or I have no point of reference as to what it should be. I think 70. Smells good. I'm gonna try the meat thermometer, I think. I don't know how to use it. As I said, I don't even know where it is. It's there. How do I turn it on? Don't do this up. Right. Things on 70. Stick it in the piece of chicken. See if it goes deep. Sitting at 60. I don't know if that's cooked. Oh no, there it is. And then spiked because it hit oil or what? Because I'll tell you this, the oil is sitting. Try this thing again. The 60 there. Okay, I think the first two are gone. First two are putting out. We'll take them out. Pass. Pass. Well, you can't say we didn't make fried chicken. String is getting more and more tied up in knots. Another resistance I had for putting that in, I don't have confidence. Yeah, that's not done. That one might be a bit smaller. Yeah, so that one, so we're just waiting on the one now. And then we can, you know, do everything else. Smells good. I don't know how much of the breading actually ended up staying on the chicken. Just getting there, slowly. Almost. I'm down now. How is it going down? How is it getting colder? That's it. I know what I said earlier about not, like, if I'm poisoning anyone, I'm only poisoning myself, but I still want to be careful with it. Okay, I think, saying I did all that right, and saying I was right about it being 70, that should be us. Thoroughly fried chicken. I'm not going to put water in there because it's hot oil. But yes, there is our fried chicken. Those are our... I don't think it's in shot. Yeah, those are our fried chicken. There's our veg. Now to do some cleaning up and then prepare to do the actual rice and the actual sushi bits. So I did record making this, which is the sushi vinegar mix, on camera, but then the camera did the thing again. Having real problems today. But it's 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 3/4 tablespoons of sugar, and then a ½ teaspoon of salt. So that's now going to get added to the sushi rice and mixed through with the spatula that keeps getting the rice stuck to it, which hopefully the vinegar will help with. We just want to stir that through. That's apparently what makes regular, well, slightly sticky steam rice into sushi rice. This is the sushi vinegar mix. I would say it smells really nice, just like the vinegar mix alone. Now, all I need to do is go get some stuff to put this on and something to wet my hands with, because although I've got this damp cloth that you're going to be wiping the knife off, the wipe being the knife that I'm cutting the thing with, the rolls with, I also need to wet my hands. I also need to decide whether or not I'm doing it here or over there. Over there. Because I'm not sure which is better space-wise. Okay, if there's any bit that I need it not to do that thing for, it's now. So I don't have a mat, so I've got a piece of a normal tea towel. I've got my tea towel over there to wet my knife for when it comes to cutting the roll. I have it the right side up, at least I think I do. Feels like the rough side, and that feels like the shiny side, as I can't quite see it. I think I don't know if I have it the right way around though. I think it's supposed to be that way around, like the long way around, right? Yeah. So then before we touch the rice, to wet our fingers so it doesn't stick quite as much. And then we want to spread a decent amount of this over most of the sushi, but like leaving a centimeter at that end, at the far end. And the wetting the fingers, apparently I either didn't do enough or... no, I think it's just I didn't do it enough because it's not helping. Panicking. Definitely didn't wet my fingers enough. Do I just go back into the water with my fingers like this? Because I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need more water. I'm gonna need more rice because this ain't enough. But that's about the line I want to go to, I think. Like there are lines there that I kind of think I'm supposed to be following as far as the roll goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to still deal with the fact that there is so much rice stuck to my fingers. I did not wet my fingers nearly enough. Get it all off of one hand, then we'll wet that hand and use that hand being wet to clean the other hand. There we go. There we go. Now we've got tech. Techers. Right, good. Crisis averted. Right. Really wet the fingers this time. So get a bit more rice for this bit. So I've never done this before. Like that's the whole point. Like I know that should be like a given in the name of the series, but no, I don't. I've barely eaten sushi, mostly because of how like picky I am when it comes to seafood. Like at some point I should try tuna, because that seems like it'd be good. But wasn't I talking about the spider roll the other day? I wasn't about to go get crab and asparagus and stuff for this. Although we actually might have asparagus in. I'm not about to get asparagus for this either. Get some of it off of the spatula while I can. We're gonna start with the. Oh yeah, I chopped up the chicken. I don't know if you noticed. I feel like I should probably mention that was a step that happened while off camera. I don't know if I'm being like generous with the rice or if I'm being lenient with the rice. I'm gonna go by my knowledge of most cooking of this style and assume I'm actually probably being a bit conservative with it, but I mean, I have a lot of rice actually. I don't need to be conservative, so I don't know why I am being. I'm getting this water everywhere. But I have more rice than I'm probably gonna need actually. Like in the pot. So I'm not too worried about going over a bit. So yeah, we're gonna start with just the veg roll. So yes, we did eventually get through the carrot. It was a tough carrot, and even sharpening the blade helped, but not too much. Right, we want to do it all to the side, don't we? And then cucumber. I like cucumber, so I'll be generous with that, a bit generous with that. Also, again, I've got plenty, even for the 2 rolls. And the peppers. Which again, the peppers are just for this, so I can be a bit generous with that as well. That's not too bad for the first go. Right. So it's going to be a bit awkward because I'm, again, using a tea towel and not using actually separated mat, but should, and then like that, right? Got some rice on the thing. Right, I realized the other mistake I made, and I will rectify that for the second roll. You're supposed to line this with we'll also line this with cling film, but we'll get to that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna press that down, and then roll the next bit. Not quite that wide. This is a bit of a loose roll, I'll be honest. But it's to be expected with the first one, I think. And yeah, wipe the knife on the damp towel to get it damp. And then I think we're going roughly for 8. Did that to stop the rice sticking, but I couldn't even cut through it. This knife might actually just be fucked, honestly. Because this knife does not want to cut today. I'm going to go get a different knife. Mostly just because I want to know if it's that knife. Because it might just be that knife by this point. Or if it's just me. Might just be me. Can't get anything to cook. Let me try on like the more solid surface. No, I think this roll might be a little too loose to cut. Like, yeah, clear. That one's gonna stay like it is, and I'll eat it like a. No. The flavor's fine. Does not want to cut. It's a bit problematic. Yeah, I'm gonna get some cling film Cling film it, try this again, but not fuck it up. Okay, I should have got the rice sheet, the nori sheet up there. Try this a second time, hopefully not. So yeah, we actually got cling film on the mat this time. Wet my fingers liberally. Already feel like I've not got enough water on my fingers, even though I really did stick my fingers in there. I'm losing some a non-zero amount of rice to the clearing pot, the dampening thing that I have set up. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be a bit more, like, I'm gonna try doing the chicken this time. I'll have fun cleaning that, drying that up afterwards. I'll be a bit thinner with the rice, because I think that might help. And I'm gonna try to roll it a little tighter, because I think that might also be part of the problem I had trying to cut that one. So yeah, oh, lost some carrot to the floor. Bit of carrot, not too much. Just enough. Cucumber. Again, so non-zero amount. And then some of the chicken, which I have cut up and did try some of, and it seems pretty good. Don't know how much of the spice made it through, but it is certainly fried chicken. It seems fairly decent fried chicken at that. Alright. It's over and then like that, right? See, I assume it's not rolling flat because I don't have a proper mat. I'm trying my best with the resources I have. I think the lack of a proper sushi mat might be an issue. Also gotta lift up the whole thing. I'm trying to get it as tight as I can get it. Feels a little tighter. Again, wet the knife, because clearly the rice sticking to the knife is going to be my problem. Not the fact that these, not even the nori, like the nori doesn't want to cut. Are all the knives in this house just awful, or am I just being bad? I generally don't know the answer to this question, and I'm generally concerned either way. Like the rolling thing, the rolling part seemed like it went fine. The cutting part doesn't want to. There we go. It doesn't look very neat because it doesn't want to stay neat. Alright, I'm going to try and get all of this done to some sort of usable degree, and then we'll do a final taste test of everything. So, a lot has happened. That half, this side here, are the ones you saw me roll on camera. As you saw, I tried 2 different knives and failed. Ended up getting a bread knife, of all things, to get it to work. I then decided I wanted to make another roll, just to see if it all went better. And I did. As you can see, it did. The roll was better, I rolled it a bit tighter, I think. And yeah, the cut definitely went better. I think that I only really cut off the ends for this roll. Somehow I still managed to end up with an odd number. I have gotten some soy, because you can't really have sushi without it. And we're going to see if this is actually... I mean, I've been nibbling it at bits, so I imagine it's going to be good, but... the on-camera taste test is... it's part of the format. big bite. Real good job I can talk by moving everything that's in my mouth into one side of my mouth. It's the closest to ventriloquism that I can do. Which that's probably not true. They are very good. The chicken is very nice. But I've mentioned that anyway because I was nibbling it. As I said, of course I'm drinking peach tea. Every time I drink on a video, it's either alcohol or peach tea. Have you noticed that? It's not all I drink. I do drink other stuff. Namely water and other soft drinks, but I drink a lot of peach tea. So here's the thing. One, this is the most learning that has happened in a single attempts video. Because again, I've got the first ones, which look fine and probably are fine. I'm pretty sure none of the veg ones actually have any cucumber in it, because for some weird reason cucumber was the one thing that did not want to stay in the rolls. I should not use quite as much vinegar as the video that I saw about making sushi rice said I should use. Because there is a bit too much vinegar in the sushi rice to the point where you need the soy to cut through it. But overall, I would say this is a success, which is good. I have fun editing this once I've eaten a fair bit of what's left. A fair bit of what I've made, if not all of what I've made. Depends how much that not quite making the sushi vinegar right thing starts knocking me sick, because it was a bit unpleasant with all just the bits and pieces of rice I was eating whilst trying to, because it was the easiest way to clean my hands basically between the mess that was going on with me trying to cut it the first time. But yes, for more wacky antics like this, do join the flock and subscribe. Share this video, I know I'm going to, and all the videos like it, go check out the playlist while you're at it. Embrace the chaos and change the world. I have been Alex, and I will see you tomorrow. Ta-ra.